Hello guys and welcome back to Field of Glory Empires. Man, every turn I think the Antigonids have just been buying more of Macedonia. They almost don't exist anymore, and they were one of the strongest nations. The Antigonids are just eating them alive through money. They tried to do that with me, but I'm doing that with them instead over here. They're probably taking my money to buy them. I find this funny. I could request cooperation with Rome. I doubt they would not take it. We'd be delighted to sell you things we don't want. That's funny. Yeah. Eventually, I think these two will end up at war with each other. Almost certainly. They certainly don't like each other. And Rome's probably the biggest threat, more so than the Antigonids. I allied the Antigonids because they're currently the most powerful. I don't want to fight them. If they went to war, I would be dragged into it, definitely. But doesn't mean I have to go fight it. I just have to defend myself and then get a peace with Rome. But I would be brought into it. I would be brought into it if it's defensive until this hits like 40 or 50. Once this says we have a full alliance, then if they attacked Rome, I would be dragged in as well. So that's fun. I want to offer a cooperation with Rome just for the funsies. Just for the fun of it. That's just so funny to me that I can even do that. How does everybody else feel about me? I mean, naturally, Ethiopia loves me. What a surprise. Well, we got a 3 to 4K value offer going out to the Antigonids to take Phoenicia from them. I wasn't able to squeeze anything else in without lowering the value quite a bit, so. Alright. Slave market has been disassembled here. Still no building slots, though. And looks like I already went through not all of the buildings. Slave market has been disassembled here, and a land expansion has finished. That opens up a number of slots. I can already build another slave estate if I wanted to. It's not even close to the front. So its ability to even get slaves is quite limited right now. But we have 4 slots available. I could build all kinds of things, including a great hospital. This is a national wonder. Oh my gosh. Really? A national hospital. This is in Arabia Felix. It is in Arabia Felix. Not on the capital, though. A great hospital. This seems pretty nice. I would like to build this. This is a nice place to build it. It's more health at the cost of infrastructure and money. It could grant culture with access to certain things. Improved hit recovery, health bonus, yeah. Siege resist, 2 legacy increase. Oh my god. And no slot usage? Yo, dog. That's awesome. That is so good. I feel like I need to build this. I don't know. That's kind of crazy. I'm tempted to see if it pops up in the capital anyway. And we now have 2 building slots here. Don't know why. We get a slave? No. It's just from the slave market going away, so now we have 2 slots. I might, like, leave some of these slots over. Because I don't know, some guys might appear here. Some slaves at some point. I'm not sure. For now, I suppose we could build something. The Great Hospital, it doesn't matter exactly where it is. Building it as soon as possible to get that legacy increase would be great. Because even as it is, the Antigonids have more of a legacy income than I do. They're earning 207 for fuck's sake. I'm earning 115. We're nowhere near them. I might need to one day just break my alliance with. If they start like killing Rome, maybe I just need to break my alliance. But for now, I'm surviving them. Not only am I surviving them, I'm mooching off them. I'm buying stuff from them and using that to expand. And so that works for me. But yeah, a lot of these yellow building things you see just mean slave estates have been deconstructed. Or slave markets, I suppose. Estates? This isn't Imperator Rome. We have a building slot available. There's some slaves. There's enough slaves, I should say. I could add. We need like everything except culture here. I have literally no population growth here at all. So let's build sanitation. Because hopefully the health will help with that. Because it's not even set to grow. Because we need like 1,000 food here. And I guess it's growing so slow. The stockpile's going up slow. It's probably partially sharing a little bit around. I'm not sure. But the health should help. Even here, a lot of the capital region just has no growth at all. Which is sad. Slaves can help with that, technically. Yeah, slaves can help with that. But I'm going to kind of focus stability more now. Slave market's been disassembled here as well. Growing in over 200 turns. I have everybody here on food. That's so funny. I already have a warehouse, so I could build a large warehouse pretty easily. Takes money, manpower, but no slot usage. Or I could just build a preserved food store right now and get a 10% health buff and the ability to station troops here. That's a tough one. I think I'm going to take the preserved food store. That sounds better to me. The health and everything, yeah. And then to the east of that, we dismantled another slave market. I could build a crafter district or a preserved food store. I do love me some preserved food stores. I'm going to build that. Otherwise, a smokehouse was built and slave market was unbuilt over in this region. Yeah, this isn't near anything that would even grant its slaves. We could get a gymnasium or a salt mine. Either one would work. We certainly don't need loyalty here at the moment. The salt mine would be nice for food, I suppose. Sure, salt mine it is. We got a pop from healthcare, but no slots. Major harbor completed next to that. Alright, and we have 2 slots available. I have what I need to make a granary. A granary would be great. So we're going to build a granary. That sounds pretty awesome. That's part of this larger region. I'm going to move one of these guys to infrastructure because the granary is going to take a little bit. And there's just so many things building here anyway. 1 extra pop has been built up there. Nice. Not really any changes because this one isn't even part of a province. It is. I just don't own the province because Maria owns it. So I kind of need to min-max a little bit more here. I'll move 1 citizen back down to infrastructure. Wheelmaker finished. A new population. Cool. I'll leave all these things the way they are. New population and a slave market. Cool. 2 building slots available. Some decadence reduction here could be useful locally. Food and other things, of course, would also be useful. Not sure which one I want here the most. Definitely, I think the preceptor house and culture would be nice. So I'll go ahead and plop that down. Everything looks good up to the north. We liberated. Yeah, that was all new. New population, and we completed a preserved food store. That makes it look pretty good for us. A theater for culture can be built, or I'm going to get the land expansion. Yeah, for sure. There's already another land expansion happening next to that. Alright, that's all that's really happening in this region in general. A new pop has grown, but none of those are really efficient at all, so, Here, I can't really... I wish I had a fucking slave market here. Slave market disassembled, scriptorum built. We have 2 slots available here. I could get a preserved food store up, and then that would grant health and money... For the free supply, yeah, that's probably the biggest thing. I'll get that building. I'll get that building for sure. Slave market disassembled next to that. Smokehouse built next to that. We built a harbor in Abula. Can't really do much else. Got a building slot because we got rid of the slave market all the way down here. I could build up a land expansion or city walls. Give me that land expansion for sure. For sure. And then there's nothing else to actually build. We've done the only diplomatic deals that I care to do. He's still marching down on the attack. We're going to hold our position elsewhere, continue a siege elsewhere. I don't know. I'm holding here because I feel like this Egyptian army might be coming for me. But the Antigonids fighting into the Egyptians, we don't really know what the hell is going to happen to them. They're kind of cutting me off a little bit. They're at war with Kamengji. Rome's really just going to be the biggest. I wonder how strong Rome is at this point. Because again, this is a Roman puppet out here, and it's quite large. I need to get out of war, though. I really need to get out of war. So let's go ahead and end our turn. Move it into year 165 BC. Apparently, Blemies is here, where I'm getting attacked by 3 Egyptian units. Not that 9 stack I was expecting. Are there any... I love that you can actually team up. That is so cool. However... None of the Blemies units are on the front because they're just inferior to mine. I wish I could make decisions in this regard. Like, I wish I could decide I don't know, because the pursuit function would make that weird. I wish I could just decide to, like, let the other guy fight the battle for me without me even doing anything. That would be neat. Like, some sort of tactics regarding that. But, like, you know, if they lose, then I don't suddenly take damage in a pursuit. This game is not set up quite for that. I guess it might work out better. I don't know how it would work if you played it in Fog 2, but that would probably take forever. Oh, that 9 stack actually came over here. Alright, so I have to fight 2 battles. The entire Egyptian military. Oh, no! Oh, that's a dead heavy infantry. That sucks. Has been repeatedly, the entire Egyptian military has been repeatedly coming and attacking me in this location, and it's so annoying. Companions. Oh, wow. The companion cavalry. Huh. They're quite good. I actually lost a heavy infantry. That's so sad. Finally, you killed something that doesn't really affect my siege at all. I guess I need to make another heavy infantry for them, though. That's fine, I could do that. Well, the city is ready for an assault at this point. The wall is breached, and we've inflicted even more casualties on the defenders. They're all kinds of fucked up, so I'll set it for an assault. Because if Egypt doesn't accept my peace treaty, well, we're just going to need to do it the hard way. Looks like the Antigonids beat me to right here, so that's fun. I could go elsewhere. I just need war score in general right now. Like, it doesn't actually matter where it comes from. I just need to occupy things for war score. We can make it there in 1 turn at least, and there's a lot of food there, so just keep running over there. And you can go this way, because you don't need to stay here anymore. And I don't think any Egyptians will be any big problem. Nah. Now over here, we still need heavy infantry, and we need 10 of them. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But that can't even all be done in 1 turn, because our equipment stockpile is not high enough. It can accumulate more. I can just, like, chill out and let it accumulate, for example. Can I recruit heavy infantry somewhere up the coast? I can recruit one. I'll just recruit 1 heavy infantry elsewhere for right now, and we'll just wait on the rest of this for the time being. My money's going up. That's nice. Manpower's down, so this 5th stack will certainly be good enough for a good while. Some solid walls were completed in the south. There are 2 building slots here. Loyalty could be improved. It could. I could also put the city guard here, and these would accomplish similar things at different decadence ratings. Or a harbor would also be very nice. It would also come with an upgrade after as well. Although, it would be very nice with my current infrastructure. My infrastructure is not even really a problem. The main problem that I have here is the fact that these guys are not converted. That's the main problem that I have. I think I'll put a harbor here. That sounds useful. I got a monument down in the mall. I finished a preserved food store on this island, which sounds kind of retarded, but I did it. Growth food, everything is doing okay. There's like almost no slaves here. A harbor here would make a lot of sense as well. You know, if we're making a harbor here, I'm tempted to just make something else over here. Something that would help the province as a whole more. Be it food or health. I could actually really use both. Or infrastructure, honestly. Any one of these would realistically do. Yeah. Well, we could get more of a raw number out of... but then, you know, cattle sets up other things. Okay, I'm going to just build a ranch. Is what we're just going to build a ranch. Yeah, we're just going to build a ranch. That should hopefully work out. And now, do I need to adjust anything here? Here? No. No, sir. Oh, this is Egypt as well, from Phoenicia. I forgot to ask for that. Well, we'll see if they accept my offer then, because I might not have all of Phoenicia. I would have enough of it. Just not all of it. We'll see. They have a low chance of accepting my peace treaty anyway. And this would be very useful stuff for me. After all, I do have an objective here, which makes it incredibly valuable. So there's a new pop here, and a land expansion went through. That's a lot of things happening all at once. Not sure what to put here next. We could go for a furnace. We could definitely pull that off. Otherwise, we could do the salt house. We have cattle here. That would add more health. We don't have a lot of health. That would add more food. That sounds nice. That sounds very nice. I'm going to go for the smokehouse. The smokehouse, yeah. New pop. Don't think I need to change anything there. No, sir. Orchard next to that. Finished. We have 3 building slots. Elana is a provincial capital. Can I put you 2 on food? Yeah, I don't think you need to be on culture at the moment. I'm going to build a training ground here. This is a capital of Nabatine. Wait, what? It is? Why'd the capital go here? Oh, I don't know, but hey, that's cool. Culture. So I'm going to focus on growth here a little bit more. We want the ability to build heavy infantry closer to the front. That would be nice. A brickwork has finished to the east, and we have 1 building slot. I'm going to go for the salt house to encourage more population growth. New population has grown next to that in a different region. Loyalty is doing great. I'm definitely fine on that front. What could I use is, I guess, mostly food. Health would be nice as well. Manpower in general. Oh yeah, that's another thing, is that manpower doesn't come from slaves at all. Just, you know, mentioning how I'm trying to redo my slave populations a little bit and undo some quote-unquote mistakes I made in the future. I'll definitely take any slaves I get from battles and keep them and not sell them, because I don't think selling them is really worth it unless you're having massive slave riots everywhere. But buying them, definitely not worth it. Maybe it could be, I guess, but still, they'd be competing for space with normal pops, and the Freedman Law doesn't come around very often. Freedman Law, definitely worth it. I'll take the Shepherd House here. Only 1 building slot. We don't have a lot of food buildings there. Next to that, we built a street parlor. There are like 4 slots here. A palisade. We don't have a palisade. I'll take a palisade. New pop has grown over here. Doesn't mean or do much. New pop next to that. Doesn't mean or do much. Regional roads have finished next to that. That's amazing. I could go for a granary. That's available to me. A theater would be available. Culture could mean more loyalty. That is very dependent. I could also go for a warehouse. Either the warehouse or the granary is what I'm thinking. It really depends. The warehouse would make sure that we could free up all these pops and move them to other jobs, or the granary would mean that I just wouldn't have to move them to begin with. This place is all by itself though, so since it's all by itself, I think let's go for the warehouse. It has more raw numbers and it can be upgraded, I know that. Yeah, so let's get that built. To the south, we got a slave and a desert. That's a good spot. We do need stuff there. I could do a land expansion. All right. That sounds good to me. And then west of that, a new population has grown. 1 building slot available. Loyalty's doing fantastic. Preserved food store. Oh, man, I gotta. It's good for the troops. It's good for health. It's good for so many things. To the south of that, a crafter district. 1 slot available. A marble vein. Wow, we have like very little marble veins. That's really hard to say no to. It'll give some infrastructure as well. I kind of have to, I hardly ever see this. So yeah, I'm going for that. I can move a guy off of infrastructure as a result of getting that. Because that's going to add 5 infrastructure. So that'll just make up for that pretty easily. And then there was nothing else down here, right? Right. Capital has built the urban guards. My capital has almost no health bonus at all. 5%. That's hilarious. I'm going to build the sanitation here. It'll be there quick and I can upgrade it. And that should help population growth like a lot in the capital. A whole lot. Alright, yeah, that sounds good. Next to that, we grew a population, and now I could put whatever I want here. These preserved food stores keep popping up, and they're very eye-catching to me. I'm going to move 1 citizen down to infrastructure. We could definitely use it. That uses another 3. Move another one down to infrastructure as well. This is part of a greater province anyway. And that could help speed up all kinds of building. Alright, otherwise, I think that's everything. Let's check. Next idle region. There are no idle regions. We have 1 group moving south. Not on the attack, because I don't... Well, I mean, I could go on the attack. We just won't go right now. This siege is going to turn into an assault. We're attacking over here as well. This all looks good to me. How are you? the loyalty here is good enough that you don't need to be down there. So I could send you somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure where I would like to send you. But I guess in that general direction works. Either that or just somewhere on the border. But that's the thing is, I'm allies with everybody on my border. So it's not exactly useful. Did Nubia accept my peace? I don't think they did. No. Request has not been sent. Discard changes. Okay, so I'm not at peace with Nubia. No, but there's a 75%. I thought I sent one. I guess I didn't. That's my mistake. Let me send them a white peace, because I don't want to fight more. I'm doing enough fucking fighting, man. I don't need more fighting. What do I even name this army after? I guess the Eritrea. Let's see how well I could spell Eritrea. I did it right. Tria Army. There you go. Alright, cool. So that's named after what it should be named after. It still has some recruitment time. I don't know why there's an Antigonid army all the way down here. Why would they ever have needed to come down here for any reason? I'll have this army head down to the Antigonid front. There you go. And it looks good to me. We should be able to hit end turn then and move into turn 160, well, turn 147 into year 164 BC. I'm getting these numbers flipped up because they're both in the hundreds and they're both very close to each other. All right, so we have the assault of the city. Wow, I thought that was rubble. I guess these are buildings. That's cute. They have almost nothing defending. Look, you see the walls? The walls help narrow the front. Have I ever done a city assault? If I have, it's been a long time. It's been a long time if I've done this. The buildings are so tiny. You know what I wish? I wish there was a game. There might be one. I wish there was a game where you had the Total War style battles, but like instead of controlling them yourself, it was automated. I guess Gal Civ 3 does something like that, but that's not exactly what I mean. I mean literally kind of like Total War, but without the rigid formations, and it's something that you watch. Like, it's all cinematic. That would be really cool. And I've re-enlightened, golden aged myself. I will be the only golden aged glorious empire at this rate. You don't need to play the game to the end to win it. Starting with the 100th turn, should you achieve a 3-to-1 ratio in legacy over your nearest rival, you win instantly. So just like the multiplayer. Okay. I'm nowhere near that, but this confirms that this could definitely end before turn 500. But Rome and Antagonids, and honestly others, are going to get in my way. That means we have a goal. I wonder, let me know, do you guys think we're going to hit 3-to-1 first, or year 500, or turn 500 first? I don't know. Alright, so the Antagonids accepted our trade deal. That's nice. Ethiopia is coming to me for a transaction. What do you want? You want to give me money to give you and Kober. No. This is proof, though, that they do, in fact, you know, buy and sell territory, which is really cool. Because, again, most games AI, they don't do that. It's nice to see ones that do, finally. And we entered the Golden Age. Yep. Alright, so this has been added to my nation. Arontes. This is part of Phoenicia that I purchased. It's having a land expansion. So many men into money. I never put men into money. We have a slave. It's not a state. It's not an estate. Market here. We have a slave market here. Oh my gosh. Look at this. Let's see. How are we even going to do this? Just start putting, like, what if I put all of you there? Wow, there's so much infrastructure pre-built here, it's kind of crazy. And there's way too many dudes on food right now. Holy crap. Let's put you just by your lonesome on infrastructure. Everybody else on food, we have some growth coming. They've built a bunch of stuff by themselves. I'm not going to change any of it. I can create the province now. I imagine the capital will go here, but I don't know. Increase worker labor, infuriated slavers. Yeah, I bet so. I bet so. And we've taken this one as well? Yep. What kind of allocation is this? Let's move some dudes one by one. Mostly onto food. That looks fine to me. The infrastructure would be handy. There you go. And here, being built is a smokehouse. There'll be 2 more slots after that. Sure. Sounds good to me. And yeah, the land expansion, which when you have 18 slots, definitely sounds good. All right, cool. Rome rejected our offer. Maria rejected. Egypt rejected. Okay. And we marched and we took this from Egypt. All right, cool. Well, and that's a progress token. That's where I got that progress token, was taking that objective. Okay, so taking an objective does not have my age, but it does lower it. That helps our progress decadence a lot. A whole lot. The Antigonids have taken my next closest objective, so not a lot I can do there. I don't know when they're going to make peace. I'm fine with piecing out with this one objective. I could pretty easily piece out with everything that I've taken already up to now. However, I'm about to take more, and I would like to also claim enough of Egypt as superior from them, plus maybe this independent thing here, that I could definitively own most of the province. Because that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 locations. So if I could take the 4 from them on this side of the river, that would be great, at the very least. Well, if I could take everything except, you know, what the Antigonids have taken, that would be even better. This siege is going to go pretty quick. The biggest concern, I suppose, is whether or not we can hold this stuff, which I think we can. You guys, chill out. You're going to go over here because they actually own that, and that's part of Egypt is superior. Here, the loyalty is fine, so we're going to go attack with the stack that just handled the siege. The stack that needs this heavy infantry to come join them. We'll go ahead and give that order while that siege is going on. And I think everything else is good enough that we can just chill out. That copper mine was built in the Sinai. I could build an anchorage that takes 0 slots. That's very nice if I'm going to keep this. We received a slave that adds up to the slaves here. How should this work? Will this work? Do I need you here anymore? All the debuffs are gone, so I can just kind of set it up like this. Yeah. Okay. Well, if I wanted, I could get rid of that slave market already. That wouldn't be terrible. I could. I don't need to, but I could. Just like how I already got rid of the one down south. There are no more of them up in the newer lands that I've taken. Wow, this place could really use one. It's building regional roads. I'm not even allowed to change it. What the hell? Alright, well, anchorage going down there. Nothing really changes here as a result of anything, and these locations are taken care of. Pledged allegiance, so we got that. And a new objective has been declared, I see. So just take stuff from Egypt on repeat. However, we have a nice full episode, so with that, I'm going to call this one here. So thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.